Good morning, members of Junior SEM Group A. Hope you guys are all doing well, staying healthy. I want to apologize about the confusion this morning. I know that we were supposed to meet, and that some of you actually tried to log on, which is great, Luke. I apologize. Anyway, so what I want to do is, I'll be honest with you, I've been focusing on my other core classes, my AP classes, sci-fi and whatnot. But we do have a lot to do in the next 2 weeks in Junior SEM. Fortunately, most of this can be done independently. We're actually not going to be meeting as a class. There's no real reason to. I will be asking starting Thursday and Friday to set up times to meet with you individually over Zoom, which is something we have to talk about here now. But let me just give you, let me pull up, whoops. Let me pull up, where is, okay, hang on, sorry. Junior seminar. So you can see that Mr. Baffo has already posted some stuff for Group B to be working on. Group C will be working on some stuff with Ms. Henderson. What you and I are going to be doing is primarily producing a few documents that are important and that they're going to inform the council report that Mrs. Lavender and I start developing for you guys next fall. It's also going to be helpful in letting me suggest possible essay topics for the next 2 weeks when we meet, and we'll be actually taking a first pass at an application essay. A couple things on here. I put the let me see if this pulls up. This is our new bell schedule, which you may have seen. I apologize if some of this information is kind of redundant, but we're going to be meeting. Where is it? Oh, come on. Sorry, my computer is very, very slow. So Monday and Wednesdays are going to be Wednesday block periods, and Tuesday and Thursday are going to be Tuesday block periods. Fridays set aside for office hours. We're still working out as a faculty who's going to have hours when. We don't want to have conflicts. Again, this doesn't mean that you have to be in class for an entire block period for one of your classes. It just means that that's a time when teachers know that you're available to meet individually, to meet as a class, which we'll be doing with sci-fi tomorrow, third period, by the way. No, fifth period, sorry. But anyway, so this means that second period on Tuesdays and Thursdays is 8:15 to 9:30 period, and at some point on Fridays, I'll let you know when, I am going to be sending you Schoology messages or emails or both and saying, hey, I'd like to get together with you for 15 minutes and go over your resume or talk about your peer evaluations and whatnot. So let's go to that. Let's go back to Junior SEM. Most of what we need to be doing, Group A, is in this yellow folder, resume, self-reflection, evaluations. We'll talk about the resume here in a second. I need you to complete a self-reflection, which you don't need to start working on yet. I'd like to meet with you individually and talk about those, give you some examples. And then this peer evaluation, I'd like you to download this form and complete a couple of peer evaluations. It's kind of hard because we're not together. We'll figure out a way that you can get them to me. If your parents are stuck at home and bored, there's also a parent evaluation, which typically isn't due until next fall, but they could go ahead and complete that and get that off to Mrs. Lavender. Now, as far as these resumes are in part to let you and I figure out what we're going to put in the activities section on the Common App, what we want to highlight in your council report, again, things that we might want to use as application essay topics. In order to complete the resume, let me go to, you need to log into Naviance, okay? If you still have, you all should have a Naviance account. If you don't, if you've forgotten your password, contact me or Mrs. Lavender. We'll get you set up. This is just a fake student. Let me view a student here. Here we go. This is student view. I hope this comes up. So you'll see here, let me move my picture. You'll see that on the top of your Naviance page, there's this about me. Click on that. Go down to my stuff. Click on my stuff. Go up to resume. Click on resume. And then click on this add. And for some reason, this isn't really working for me because my internet is so slow. When you are doing it at home and you click add update sections, a little red circle will come up with a plus sign. It's not going to come up right now, but I'm not worried about that. And what you want to do is you just want to start dumping everything you can in there, all the work experience you've had, all the volunteer work you've done, extracurriculars, travels, sports, special talents, any awards you've received. And this doesn't have to be super well organized or super neat or well presented. The only people who are going to see this are me and Mrs. Lavender. And again, this is going to feed our council report. It's also going to help us work with you to decide what activities you're going to list in your Common App form next fall. So that's pretty much it. So this week, all you really need to do for Junior SEM, for Group A, is to make sure that you've logged on to Zoom. We should cover that. Hang on a second. Let me go back to screen share. For those of you who haven't logged on to Zoom, let's go back to Junior Seminar. There's a document on here. Forgot this, sorry. It's using Zoom for remote learning. I'm actually going to pull it up here because I've got it. This is super easy. Again, this is a video conferencing platform similar to Skype or GoToMeeting or FaceTime. It's really robust. It works across all platforms, your phone, your tablet, your laptop. All you need to do, if you haven't done it already, and those in Sci5, and make sure you got it done so we can meet tomorrow, is go to Zoom's website. It's just zoom.us. Click on that. Follow the very easy steps to set up a free basic account. Once you've done that, then you open it up, play around with it, maybe Zoom with a couple of your buddies so you see how it works. And then when you're ready to meet with me or with one of your other classes, you simply open up the program, you click on join. And for my classes, for when we're meeting individually at a conference or if you're in Sci5 or something, after you've clicked on join, you type into the meeting ID box this number here, 970-728-3401. And that's pretty easy. So that's about it. So get your Zoom account set up. Start working on your resumes. If you have any questions about how this is, it's not working for you, just email me, and we'll get together. We can maybe even, video conference. But we will not be getting together individually until Thursday, and I will be sending out an individual schedule. My hope is that I can meet with each of you for about 10-15 minutes, talk about each of these documents, and get you off and running. Again, you're fortunate in that this part of Junior SEM is something that's pretty easy to be working on independently. So have a great day. Hope your other classes are going well, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Take care. Well, and there.